Projections of the future. Webster's dictionary defines projection as an image or presentation shown on the screen. But a projection can also be an object or part that juts out, a scheme or plan, or prediction based on known evidence and observation. So when we take all of that into consideration and say projections of the future, what do we mean by that? Projections of the future could be the things that stand out that will determine your destiny or the outcome of the world around you. Some positive things that stand out to me are honor roll and high honor roll students, our young entrepreneurs, and those who understand that responsibility comes before popularity. But what frightens me about the future is our young dropouts, the ones who get the lowest grade saying, "I don't care," the ones who are held back and still struggle. Those things scare me the most. Projections of the future can also be plans of the future. I know a child has a good outlook for his or her purpose in life when they say, "I'm going to go to college, get my degree, and start the career of my choice." But when I hear that, the future looks bright. But when I hear, "Man, skip school, I'm going to be a rapper," or "Man, I'm going to go straight to the NBA or the NFL," or even when girls say they want to be in a video or do hair but don't realize that you have to go to school to get a cosmetology license. If their grades are not up to par, their fate suddenly grows cold and dim. Other projections could be the predictions based on evidence and observations of what is to come. When we observe a group of kids studying or just seeing them having a good time, they are viewed as good kids. But when we see them being rowdy, running around, throwing stuff, yelling and cursing and just being nasty, we close our eyes, lower and shake our heads as we think, is this what the world has succumbed to? Those type of assumptions give us teenagers and the future a bad name, considering we are to be the next generation of leaders. So it is the projections we as a society pay attention to, just as you would a screen projection. One of my favorite artists, Frank Sinatra, has been quoted with a projection. He said, and I quote, "Throughout my career, if I have done anything, I have paid attention to every note and every word I sing if I respect the song. If I cannot project this to a listener, I fail." End of quote. In the same way, we as students should strive to achieve excellence in our studies so that we can gain the respect of others and become successful so we do not fail. So when we say projections of the future, we could also say projections for your children. What are some of the plans for your children? What are some of the attributes that stand out about your children? What are the predictions being made for your children? To the parents, make sure the blueprints for their lives are in the right place, and care for them and support them in their vision as much as you can. To my fellow classmates, remember that the future and your future lies in your hands, and that education will take you anywhere you need to go. I'm Joel Bess, and to all of you, I say thank you, and may all of your projections be bright.
Welcome. Madison's